Child protection and safeguarding is another mandatory course. There are 3 levels: level 1, level 2 and level 3. Level 3 is a designated persons course, so it's a management course. Child protection laws are nothing new. Many people, if I ask when the first child protection laws came into being, will tell me 1998. Well, they're almost right. The first laws to protect children specifically were passed in 1889. It was known as the Children's Charter. So it made begging illegal. It defined what work children could and could not do legally. And it gave the powers for the courts to issue warrants so the police could enter a parental home and take a child to a place of safety. This was later amended in 1894. It made it possible for children to be called up as witnesses in trials. It was the first law to identify mental cruelty, and it also made it illegal to deny a child who was ill or injured medical help and attention. All the other laws in childcare and child prevention, safeguarding stem from these. Nowadays, we're concerned with the Children Act 1989, the Education Act 2002, the Children Act 2004, the Child Care Act 2006. Working together to safeguard children from 2010, 2012, 2015. The Children and Families Act 2014. And the Child and Social Work Act 2017, and Working Together to Safeguard Children in Education 2018. These different laws have impacts on each other. For example, the Children Act 2004 came about as a direct result of the beating to death of a young girl called Victoria Kalimbe. Now, this young girl came from the Ivory Coast, sent to London to get a good education. She was systematically abused and then eventually beaten to death by her auntie and uncle. That's how the Children Act 2004 came about. People were able to take hold of it and make sense of it, and then gave the local authorities the legal responsibility to have safeguarding children's boards. The Children and Social Work Act 2017 changed this. The safeguarding children's boards were done away with because they were found to be ineffective. In 43% of cases, where there's child protection issues, 43% of cases failed because of lack of cooperation from the parents or guardian. So these are now replaced with the local authority and safeguarding partnerships, which must include the NHS Trust, the NHS Commissioning Group, and a senior police officer. It also allows 2 local authorities to work together as one investigating agency. Lead investigating agency can be the local authority, but could also be the police and the National Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Children. We are also looking at children in care, looked after children, children who are missing education, children who are being abused either by an adult or other adults or a child or other child. It could be in institutional settings. It could be the things that the institutes, churches, schools do or don't do but fail to harm that child. When we're looking at child protection and safeguarding involves 3 things. Universal safeguarding, providing a safe environment for the child to learn and to grow, something you do every day. Targeted safeguarding, there are always going to be those children who need extra help. So you have policies and services in place to help those children. And what we call specialised safeguarding, there are always going to be children who are abused. We need to have policies and services in place to help these children who have been abused and also have the legal means of dealing with the abusers. One of the biggest myths in childcare is that the danger from abuse comes from a stranger. In most cases, the abuser is known to the child and family, trusted. In about 3% of cases, the abuser can be the parent or sibling. The Child Protection Safeguarding Level 3 is the management course, the designated safeguard lead. And this is where the management needs to know a bit more insight into the safeguarding procedures and certainly what to do if allegations are made against a member of staff. It doesn't matter whether that member is full-time, part-time or volunteer. We also need to look at the safer recruitment procedures, which Ofsted nowadays are very hot on. And if a person has been banned from working with children and you offer them a job knowing that they've been banned, then you are breaking the law. If the person applies for a position in a nursery, even as a volunteer, and they've been banned, they are breaking the law. It also highlights the importance of having a good working relationship with parents. This is vitally important so that you can involve the parents in the child's education, right? And replicating what happens in the nursery also happens at home. Otherwise, the child is getting conflicting messages.